How many buckets, Chinni?
This last one.
Darling, owner I, nothing else. Yeah, owner who's waiting to give a salary to somebody who's asked for it. Today is the 31st. If you can read the date, it is 31st of, what's the date? 31st of May, 2022. That's a salary given to somebody, it's even in a previous video. We're patiently waiting for her to finish the last or whatever. She's the one who asked for the salary. She's been given it. Jaya Advani is the one who signs the check. The one who takes the money and the salary is the name written, and that is for the work done at my home at J1801 Puravankara Palm Beach. Here's the one who pays the salary, and the one who pays the salary, full name is Jaya Advani. Kanayalal stands for Kani. Kani Advani, my father, or Jaya Kanayalal Hukumatrai Advani. This is Jaya Kanayalal Hukumatrai Advani, Jaya Kani Advani, Jaya Kanayalal Advani. That's my cousin and me. He's a boy, he cannot be Jaya. Okay? That's again Jaya Kanayalal Advani with a father. This is Jaya Kanayalal Advani with sister Varsha Kanayalal Advani, or Varsha Advani and Jaya Advani with another cousin. He's a boy. If he's a boy, he cannot be a girl. Alright? This is all family. So let's just keep the crap out of my home. It's very irritating. We don't like people who lie. We don't lie. We don't like the energy of liars in our house. That's the only problem. It's not about showing a salary. The salary is quite... It's not that, it's nothing to show. It's just a normal house working. What we rally against is you lying about our status at our home, being the owner of our home. We've just shown you who Jaya Kanayalal is. In this photo, in fact, 1 minute, let me see if I'm carrying that usual photo of mine. Haven't we shown you this photo also many times? Haven't I shown you this photo also many times in all my readings? Don't you see this photo many times in my reading? So this is Jaya Kanayalal Advani, or Jaya Kani Hukumatra Advani, or Jaya Kanayalal Hukumatra Advani. Here also we're with family, my sister and my aunt. On one of my growing up trips, Ooty Kodi, we come to Bangalore since we were in our mother's stomach. But the shit Bangalore's become, because of the shit energy of Bombay, after 48 years of moving to Bangalore, we realized it is the shit energy of Bombay that has moved to Bangalore. A place we've been coming for 48, 49 years. From the time we were in our mother's stomach, we still don't have any bloody fucking problem. Not once. So understand... The one paying the salary is this. The one taking the salary, Chinni, just look into the camera. The one taking the salary is this. Okay? You can't be that dumb. Chinni's got much longer hair. You can't be that stupid. She wears flowers in her hair, for heaven's sake. She's got long hair. She wears flowers in her hair. She's married. She's half my age. For heaven's sake, she's so young. Chinni, are you giving me lunch or what are you doing? I want lunch. When are you going to give me lunch? After? Okay, finish. Do one thing. Keep this to the side. Take out the food. Let's see what is there. You know the mutton dish? Just take the mutton box, put it in for heating. Move it in. Are there naans? Naans are there? So just take out the plate of naans. Yeah, that's good enough. Close the fridge. Is there a take out the juice that was there. Just remove the juice, keep it on the table. Juice! That's Coke. You know the other bottle? Yeah. This is juice. Just leave that. That's done. Very good. You just give me this. What you can do is you can leave it in my bedroom. And then you can finish up and you can go. One more thing. Can you do one thing? Where is... You take your salary. Finish it off. Come. Don't waste time. This, my dear, let me tell you. This is just Chinni's salary. Giver is Jaya Advani. Jaya Advani is on all those family photos over there. This, if you want to understand, that is Chinni. Can I see your face? This is Chinni. Chinni works for Jaya. Or you want to understand? Jaya. Okay? And Chinni is taking the salary. Okay? Now let's just end it over here. Very fed up of the bullshit you all about. Chinni, please take your salary. Next month onwards, we'll do the adjustment. This month, it is full in the check. Okay? Okay, do me one favor, Chinni. Just ask her. You keep this back, the book in my bedroom. This book comes from that bedroom. Let this be. Also do one thing. When you're coming back from there, be careful of this water. Just be careful of the water. You do one thing. You know my keys in my bag. No, just give me my keys. Don't have to, darling. This and this is synonymous. This, okay? Yeah. Just leave the keys here. Just leave it. Or you will leave it over there because we're going to close the door after you go. Leave it. What has happened? Did it spill? No, na? Careful. Keep it in a plate. Why you don't keep it straight? Why did you take a plate there? Yeah, keep the plate. Because the idiot says serve. So she is holding a hot thing. Is it fully this? So she's holding a hot thing, but she's not taking the plate over there because the idiot says serve. You tell me one thing. If they are coming in the way of somebody working at somebody's house, teaching them the wrong things to do, how are they helping humanity? They're basically disrupting karma and disrupting humanity. Fucking around with a complete ecosystem. How is it bettering the world? Chinni, cover it with a small plate. You need to put that into the... Now I suppose you just imagine also this may be belonging to somebody else, right? No, it belongs to me. What is the address over here? Is this my Bombay address? This is my Bombay address. This house has been sold. Just for you to understand that this house is sold. Okay? This house is sold. And this house was written to 50% my sister Varsha and 50% me when we were how old? How old? When I was 10 years, 11 years old. It was sold this January, mid-January 2022. I was sold because Kiran uncle came to this house with Shirdi Sai Baba, and I've said it many times what the incident was. The place where the temple was where this cupboard is. That you see on that side. That you see, those two chairs and that thing in the middle used to lie over here. And my temple used to be on that, not on the temple in my tarot room. And I've said it before also, from here, the flow of agarbatti, and I was sitting on this corner, that side, okay, on my sofa watching this TV. And I had ignored it 3 times, but then I finally got myself up from this low-lying seat. And I had to walk all this thing and go up to here. And when I went over there, the incident that I've told you about, which was the agarbatti generally flows in this direction, it was flowing on that direction and covering this entire chair non-stop. Couldn't believe it. Looked at my grandfather, Mr. Hakumat Rai Advani. From there, I see Kiran uncle of the young days when I knew him when I was 6, 8, 10, very different from what's now. And he comes out of my grandfather's photo. He comes out of my grandfather's photo. When he comes out of my grandfather's photo, I can't believe it. So, Chinni, just cover it with a small plate. Take a small plate, cover it, and keep it in my bedroom and come. It was dirty. Okay. Where was it kept? Oh, you mean what you've taken now is dirty. Did it spoil the cover? Did it spoil the cover?
No.
You saw it beforehand? Thank God. Otherwise it is... Do one. Okay, you just leave it and come. Also keep this juice and come. The edit is saying paid. I think maybe someone sprayed some detergent in the food. When I eat it, we will come to know because it was smelling absolutely fine. It was smelling absolutely fine, but when it may be a plate issue, it may be because the person said paid in my ears. Okay, and outside there's somebody banging things. I want to know if somebody really is or it is just noise factor. Based on what? Because this is not the kind of noise that generally this society has. Maybe today one of the days where it is got. Chinni, can you just open my main door? That's the kind of sound delivery men would make when they are doing a delivery. Loading, unloading, something. Is there someone working out? Just peep out and see. Just open the door fully. Is there anybody out? So somebody is there. No, not just any noise. Close it. You do the pocha. So anyway, going back to the story of this house being sold. Okay, going back to the story of this house being sold. What happens is that when the temple is here and I see Kiran uncle's photo, I see Kiran uncle coming out of my grandfather, what's his name? Mr. Hakumat Rai Advani's photo. I'm so surprised because Mr. Hakumat Rai Advani was... Mr. Hakumat Rai Advani was, what was he? He died before even I was born. He passed away before I was born. In relation to my mother and in relation to Kiran uncle, Mr. Hakumat Rai Advani is my granddad from my father Kani Advani. My mother married Kiran Merchant, a Gujarati man. I'm a Sindhi Amil. And she married and remarried after Varsha and I were born. I was about 9 years old. Varsha would have been about 7.5. Kiran uncle had never ever met my grandfather, Hakumat Rai Advani, ever. Okay? So, actually, I was very, very surprised. Chinni, I think you better throw this water, huh? It's leaving some mark over here. Just leave it. Don't bother. It will leave everything very sticky. The utility is open. You throw the utility water and come. So, Mr. Hakumat Rai Advani would have never met Kiran Merchant. Kiran Merchant came into my mother's life maybe in, like, say, late 70s. My grandfather would have passed away late. I think he passed away with my cousin's birth in 1969. I was born in 73. My mum and Kiran uncle would have known each other, say, around 1970, in and around 77, 78. 70, yeah, 77, 78. My grandfather had never met Mr. Kiran Merchant, and his daughter-in-law, my grandfather's daughter-in-law, remarried Mr. Kiran Merchant. So how can Mr. Kiran Merchant come out of my grandfather's photo? Now, I have gone on record saying that my grandfather, when he passed away around the 60s, late 60s, he did not go to the Pitris, because whenever I have been shown the Pitraloka with a lot of my relatives there, I have never seen my grandfather there. And I knew completely that my granddad had gone away to a loka higher than the Pitraloka, which is the base level. It is the base level of the heavenly realms, is what I understood. Okay, that's what I understood, that it is the base level of it's the start of the heavenly realms. Okay, start of the heavenly realms. So any which ways, ultimately what happened is, when I saw my father, I didn't see my father, I saw Kiran uncle coming out of my granddad's photo. I was so surprised, couldn't believe it, that I came to this seat and I sat over here so that from here I could just observe whether what I had seen at this end, whatever was happening over here, whether was it my imagination, was it coincidence? This temple had already been set up for about 2 or 3 months, okay? And I used to come here every day and do my prayers and go away. In fact, I think my other channel had a couple of videos where I explained something from the Sai Satcharitra. Any which ways, sitting from this chair, and via this chair, if you see how far is it, I don't know if the camera is catching it, this chair to this portion must be how many feet? Must be at least 10 feet. At a 10 feet distance. This to this must be at least a 10 feet distance. From here, what I saw was the agarbatti suddenly changed course. And from this portion where this cupboard is, the agarbatti started flowing upward direction and started blessing the entire painting that I had done, which is Jesus blessing food so it never runs out. This happened around, I think, the Sera time. It was not even Shraddh. Shraddh had gotten over. And this time on Shraddh, nobody had come to meet me per se from the upper realms. So I was wondering, I said, I had actually remote viewed, don't know if it was this year or last year, my father being fed by his mother. And, he was like in tears because she was feeding him they were meeting after a very long time in the upper realms. And I was just wondering, where my granddad from my father's side is. He was not there. So anyway, I was wondering why no one's met me this year. That is 2021. Not 2022, 2021, the one that's passed. Kiran uncle showed himself in this manner from here. And when he showed himself coming out of the photo and blessed this painting of mine. Okay, when he blessed this painting of mine, I almost understood immediately that he's saying you will not run out of food. And at that time, to tell you quite frankly, my bank account had reached such a stage that I had, only 2 months of running this house money, and that also very budget-like. Okay, and I just understood at that time that it would be taken care of. Sure enough, that's when, if the Sera was about November, by January 2022, this house sold. Okay? That's what happened. That's why I've given you the story of this as to what happened, how it happened. Primarily because of the upper spirit realms blessing something. You finished, Chinni? Okay, now tomorrow is Wednesday, right? So, fine, you come same time, it's good timing.
Thursday late, no?
Thursday late, I want to call that girl. So, okay, close this light. Now, why is the light on? There's no need. Close this light also, no need. Let that light be, let this light be. You go. That is Chinni leaving for the day. She's not going to anyone's bedroom. Chinni, just open this door fully. Just open it fully. 1 second. Move out. This is my house. Okay? And Chinni is going for the day. That's about it. Okay? Chinni is gone for the day. End of story. Did you understand? Let's not have too many stories of my house. It's very, very, very irritating when you do what you do. It's very irritating that we have to take out videos of what's our house and all that bullshit. Okay? You buy your own house, that's good. Yeah, that's the mother who gave birth to you. And when you do, go to houses you purchase. Don't talk shit in my ear. You bloody rubbish from the gutters. This is still my bloody fucking house. That's outside. Died outside my home, outside my main door. You should learn not to talk shit. Just don't have time for the bullshit you're all about. And so we're going to get the SIT to catch servant class in occult. आंखों के नीचे छिपा हुआ मेड का बेटा आवाज कम. Don't have time for the bullshit you're all about. क्या है? आवाज कम. No bloody time for the bullshit. Whatever mix you fixed in this fuck all fan, don't talk shit at my main door. Bloody bastard. Don't need to be with the owner of our house. If that's the job you take a salary for, भरपूर तरीके से बनो, झूठ मत बोलो. नहीं तो लक्ष्मी माता तो बोलती है तू एक हरामखोर जो है. Okay, so this is what Chinni does. She gives me my food and we'll now eat and then shower, and we're very happy with our new stand. It looks very nice. And then get on with the next session which we want to get on with. Okay? Let's have a good look at our temple. Oh, this is Mr. Hakumatrai. He hates being called Hakumatrai. So, Mr. Hakumatrai Advani, who I was talking about. This is my granddad. Now, I don't know if these people go face on face and change it, but that's not my problem. This is the photo. This is the photo from where Kiran uncle came out. This is the photo. And I say this man has not gone to the Pitra Loka. This man has gone to the higher realms. It is Shirdi Sai Baba who brought him to the house and brought Kiran uncle to the house. I think Kiran uncle and he have gone to the same Loka. They're from the same Loka, which is higher than the Pitra Loka, which is the start of the heavenly realms, according to my understanding. This photo is one of those old photos of Amma. I don't know if this photo was taken out. I don't think it was taken out in my mother's house. This is from the shop it would have been sold, but it is one of the older photos. She's so beautiful. This is, of course, my nan, Dada and Dadi, right? This is my Dada, Dadi. These, and those are his children. Okay, that's my Dada, Dadi, and that's my dad, Pani Advani, Kanayalal Advani. This is Mr. Kanayalal Advani from the younger days. That's my dad. Okay. Apparently the camera doesn't want to catch him properly for whatever reason. That's Mr. Kanayalal Advani. Mr. Kani Advani, Mr. Kanayalal Hakumatrai Advani, my father. That's my Dadi Dada. That's my mother when my aunt was getting married to a second husband. That's my father. Okay. Let's keep this nicely. I don't know, it's so difficult to fit things over here. Just too much, too much. Just too much, too much. Okay, so let's just fit it over here. Maybe this will be easier. Okay, let's just keep this way. I think that's better, at least for now. Yeah, that's my temple. This is a painting I did. Which year I can't even remember, but it was one of the first paintings I did. The board is like a cheap 300 rupee board. It's even plastered like this on the back. Okay, it was one of most trial paintings that I had done in the initial years. I would have done this in 2014 or something. When I'd come back from New Zealand, I just wanted to paint. And so it was painting, and this was one of the first paintings done. You can understand it's not even a box canvas. It's one of those 500 rupee things that you pick up for students and you just do a trial on it. Okay. So anyway, we're going to have lunch now. And that's about it. Okay. Oh dear God. You should know not to talk shit. It's very irritating when you talk lots of shit. Okay, you need to get out of my house, get out of my life.
Accessibility.